Everybody makes errors and has disappointments in life. It comes as a natural byproduct of learning. Failures do not, however, define us. Rather, it is our decision to learn from them that determines how we will go in the future. This essay will discuss the value of failure-based learning and how to use setbacks as motivation. Why it's important to learn from failure. We may hesitate to take chances and try new things because we are afraid of failing. Failure, however, presents an opportunity to develop and learn rather than something to be embarrassed of. Failure can help us learn important lessons, build resiliency, and sharpen our problem-solving abilities. In truth, from Thomas Edison to Michael Jordan, some of history's most successful people have failed before succeeding. A prime example is Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is the ideal illustration of how failure can pave the way for achievement. He attempted to create the light bulb more than 1,000 times before failing. Famously, when asked about his mistakes, Edison said, "I have not failed. I just discovered 1,000 methods that won't work." Edison learned important lessons and developed significant insights from his failures, which ultimately helped him succeed. Case 2. J.K. Rowling. Another excellent illustration of how failure may lead to success is J.K. Rowling. Before her Harry Potter series finally became successful, she had her work rejected by numerous publishers. She noted in her Harvard University graduating speech that it is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all. Rowling gained resiliency and tenacity from her setbacks, which enabled her to succeed. How to use setbacks as motivating factors. Reflect on your experience. After suffering a setback, give yourself some time to consider what transpired. Think about the mistakes you made and what you could have done better. Be brutally honest with yourself about your errors, but try not to punish yourself for them. Instead, use this as a chance to improve and learn. Find the silver lining. Even if it isn't immediately apparent, every failure has a positive side. Look for the things that the setback taught you, the things you learned to do, or the things that made your relationships stronger. Keep your attention on the positives and utilize them as inspiration to keep going. Case 3. Tony Robbins. Millions of people have benefited from Tony Robbins' motivating advice and books, which have helped them overcome obstacles and succeed. In his book, Awaken the Giant Within, he describes how he overcame his personal obstacles. He describes how he used his failures as motivation by concentrating on the advantages, such as the knowledge gained and the abilities acquired. Set new goals. After suffering a setback, it's critical to establish new targets. You'll be able to stay inspired and future-oriented thanks to this. Set modest, realistic goals, nevertheless, to avoid failure. Divide them into more manageable, smaller steps, and honor each accomplishment along the way. Case 4. Michael Jordan. One of the best basketball players in history was Michael Jordan. But he has experienced his fair share of setbacks and failures. He took the setback of getting cut from his high school basketball team as incentive to work harder and improve as a player. He continually challenged himself to attain new objectives, eventually leading his group to 6 NBA titles. Seek support. If you experience a setback, don't be hesitant to ask for help. If required, consult with friends, family, or a specialist. Be in the company of individuals who support and believe in you and your aspirations. Their support and guidance might be extremely helpful in assisting you in converting failures into motivation.